to our project.
Our project name is Speed Checker and Wow Speed Detector for highways.
What are the components we are using in this project?
We have used two types of components, hardware components and software components. Like hardware components and all, we have step-down transformers, buzzer, and one transistor and one resistor and LCD and two LED bulbs and PIC microcontroller and a voltage regulator IC, and we have used two IR sensor to detect the speed and one potentiometer, and we have used the diode inside the step-down transformer.
Step-down transformer. The transformer is a static electromagnetic device that transforms one alternating voltage into another voltage. However, the power remains the same during the transformation. Transformer plays a major role in the transmission and distribution of AC power. The transformer is used to convert 230 volts to 9 volts.
Software components. Protus 8 Professional. Protus 8 Professional is a software which can be used to draw schematics, PSP layout, code, and even simulate the schematic. MP LabX IDE supports editing, debugging, and programming of microchip, bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, and PIC microcontrollers.
A buzzer or beeper is an audio signal device which may be mechanical, electromechanical, or piezoelectric.
Potentiometer is a manually adjustable variable resistor with 3 terminals. In this project, potentiometer used to set the threshold speed. The diode used here is a PN junction diode. Its reverse breakdown voltage is 1000 volt. This diode is used as a rectifier.
Sensor. An infrared sensor is an electronic device that emits in order to sense some aspects of surrounding. An IR sensor can measure the heat of an object as well as detect the motion. These types of sensor measures only infrared radiation rather than emitting it. That is called as a passive IR sensor. Usually in an infrared spectrum, all the object radiates some form of an thermal radiation. LCD display. LCD display, liquid crystal display. Screen is an electronic display module and used in a wide range of applications. A 16x2 LCD display is very basic module and is very commonly used in a various devices and circuits. These modules are preferred over 7 segment and other multi-segment LEDs. The reason behind LCDs are economical, easily programmable, have no limitation of displaying special and even custom characteristics.
The main objective of the project is, although all roads have signboard indicating maximum speed limit for sake of driver safety, but people does not obey the speed rules and cause accidents. So it is aimed to design an efficient system which can automatically monitor individual vehicle speed on road and alert the driver through buzzer if the speed of the vehicle exceeds the limit. The system is designed using the PIC microcontroller, IR sensors, and buzzer and LCD display. Microcontroller is programmed using embedded C language. In this project, the IR sensors are used to detect the presence of the vehicle. According to this project, 2 IR sensors are placed on one side of the road with a fixed known distance. Whenever the IR rays are interpreted by a vehicle during the first sensor, the count-up timer is started. When other IR sensor senses the presence of the vehicle, the count-up timer is stopped. Based on the IR sensor inputs, the distance and times are noted using PIC microcontroller. Here, speed is calculated from the well-known formula of the speed, which is distance by time. The LCD display is used to display the speed of the vehicle. A PIC microcontroller is used to monitor all control operations needed for the project. The concept is shown in this figure.
Proposed methodology description. The speed sensing is done by the means of 2 IR sensors. These sensors are placed in one side of a road. The distance between the 2 sensors are 100 meters. The system displays the time taken by the vehicle to cross this 100 meters distance from one pair to another with a resolution of 0.01 second. The speed of a vehicle can be calculated from the simple speed time distance.
How this project works?
Firstly, we have to apply the power supply by flipping on the on. And then IR sensor step up is ready to detect an object passed by it and activates the timer. Select the threshold speed limit by using a potentiometer. When any vehicle crosses the first sensor, timer start counting. When the vehicle across the second IR sensor light, timer stops the counter. If the vehicle crosses the distance between the IR sensor step-ups at more than threshold speed, the buzzer sound an alarm and the system will be displayed over speed in the LCD display. The timer starts counting when the first IR sensor beam is interrupted and stop when the second IR sensor beam is interrupted. The speed taken by the vehicle to cross both the IR sensor beams and displayed in the screen.
A power supply circuit. The supply voltage of PIC microcontroller is 5 volt DC. So first of all, it is necessary to step down the voltage using transformer. Here the transformer will step down the 240 watt AC to 9 volt AC at 50 Hz to convert AC to DC. A bridge rectifier is placed using 1N4007 at PN diode. Two capacitor of 470 μF and 0.01 μF is used as a filter. Now this DC output is fed to a 7805 voltage regulator which will convert the DC input into 5 volt DC. The designed power supply circuit is shown in figure.